Hello, my name is Lauren, and I'm talking to you today from my garden because it's such a wonderful, wonderful day. So, yes, this is my very first official video of a video series that will be coming up. Who knows when it will end, but it's starting now. And just to give you a little bit of background, I'm somebody that's been given a diagnosis of bipolar disorder, but I now identify with that disorder very, very, very loosely. And I was unwell at the end of 2017, so about a year and a half ago. I had a period in hospital, about 2 weeks. And I don't know what was different about my recovery this time, but I decided to take a much more holistic approach to my recovery, my journey to well-being, if you like. I don't really like the word recovery. I don't really like a few words in the mental health sphere. I find them quite disempowering and very clinical. So I like to say my well-being. Basically, what I'd like to do with these videos is kind of chart my progress, I guess, and have you join me on the journey. There's my dog Jessie, by the way, just having a wee wander past. So yeah, I'd love you to join me on the journey. I feel I've kind of, over the past year, identified a number of things I need to do in order to be well and in order to stay well, potentially for the rest of my life. I do believe that if I do all the components that I've sort of gathered together so far, there's no reason why I should ever have to experience another relapse, and that I can actually go on and heal from bipolar. Potentially not needing to take either any medication or as much. It's not my goal necessarily to be medication free, although that would be great, but if it's not a possibility, then I'd like to think that with all these changes and things I'm doing for my well-being, then I would, make some progress and not have to take as much. So my first video, I can go on and on about all the changes that I have made, and I hope I will talk about them in future videos. But this video, I really wanted to be focused on a kind of big revelation, I guess, I had this week. As somebody, when I'm here talking to you on video, I'm quite an outgoing, social, bubbly, enthusiastic person. I love to work. I'm, generally a good hard worker, and I've put a lot of effort into life, I guess. But the past 18 months I've not been able to work. I don't feel I'm quite yet at the point where I could successfully hold down a full-time job. Not to say that I couldn't work part-time, but I have been working. I've been doing a lot of voluntary work the past year. I have a radio show, a weekly well-being radio show, and I do a lot of work around that. And have a project called the Happiness Station alongside that as well. So I do try and do a lot of things for my for other people, I guess, as well, and to spread the word about what it is I'm learning that's helping me in my journey to well-being. So one of the things that came up, my friend Lauren and I have started a book club. There's two of us in it. Probably going to be forever two of us in it, but never mind. But we started a book club, and we're reading this book, which is called Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I really do believe that it's going to be transformational for both of us. I know it's transformed the lives of many other people as well, this book, and it's sort of centered around meditation ultimately, and kind of rewiring how we think, feel and act. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that, primarily because I now know that what I discovered during our book club was that my external world is great. As I said, I've got all these positive things going on, but it's my internal world that really isn't in a great position. And I feel like in order to know what my next move is work-wise, in order to know what my purpose is, what I'm here to do, where I can be of greatest service, I really, really need to get my internal world in order. And a big part of that is also mindful self-compassion, which I went on a workshop last year to Holland, and it was wonderful. And I know I keep coming back to it again and again, and I believe it really is the secret for me. So I'm going to be keeping these video diaries as often as I can. I'm not going to make a commitment, but as often as I can, just to kind of, as I say, talk to you about things that are coming up for me, because I hope I'm not just doing this for the sake of doing it. Like, I do hope that some of you listening might actually kind of identify with it and get some comfort from that and some inspiration, I guess, to make the changes in your own life. So here we go. Let's see where this journey takes us. It could be a good one. I'd love to re-record this and do it all over again, because I kind of feel like I've burbled on and said a load of nonsense. But I'm only allowing myself one take and one take only. So this is it, and it's coming out tonight. Okay. Bye bye.